I know. I brought a clock in from our break room because I was like, I need a clock. I don't I don't like wearing my watch. I You took it off? Never. All right, you guys ready? No? Too busy doing this Tai Chi. Jaw Tai Chi. All right, you guys ready? All right. Oh, hey, look at that. Okay. Welcome, everybody. We'll start with breathing. Let's put one hand on our chest and one hand on our belly. And we inhale and let the belly rise first, belly, ribs, chest, and then exhale, chest, ribs, and maybe squeeze the belly a little to get the air out. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, exhale, inhale. All right. It's nice to connect to a deeper breath every once in a while, right? We don't realize how much we breathe in our chest and hold our breath. Ah, this one's called Knocking on the Door of Life, and we pretty much do it every time. It's a good activating energy movement. And our feet are about hips distance apart and pointed forward, hopefully. Sometimes, and when I do make these comments, of course, everybody's body's different and maybe have injuries, so feel free to do what works for your body today. And we're twisting at the waist. We're trying to keep our bottom half kind of facing forward with the knees slightly bent, and you're twisting at the waist, wringing out our energy. And Tai Chi and Qigong is based off of a traditional Chinese medicine, and there a lot of focus on our energy system. And a lot of times with them, when there's illness, they talk about blockages in the body. And so we do a lot of movements that to me remind me of childhood a little bit because kids move all kinds of wiggly ways. And then when we become adults, it's like the only thing we do is like, right? So we got to get back into embrace our youth, right? And wiggle our bodies in all kinds of different ways to help move the energy. So now we'll come up to our lung. These are our lung points. And so we're doing acupressure on ourselves. So you can play with how hard you want to hit. And the lung points is the gateway of the immune system. It's nice to hit these points, have a nice big inhale, and then exhale. And then this next one, you take a flat hand and kind of get the traps and get around the edge. This is the gallbladder liver meridian points. And it's good for releasing stress and tension as well. They say these are good points too for making clear decisions. So hit it hard. Hit it hard. And a good decision will just pop out. Boom. You know what to do. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You just should have hit yourself before you did it. That's it. Or my one teacher, he jokes, do this one. Boom. It kind of works, you know. Yeah, knock a little sense into yourself. There's a little truth to every joke, right? Yay. And then we'll come back down to the waist. And then water waves, where we just let our hands glide through the air. Another great opportunity for a nice deep breath. And also a good opportunity to kind of check in with how your body feels, like maybe the clothes on your skin, or I always on this one, I always notice my arm hairs gliding through the air like whiskers on a kitty. Okay, slow it down and just pause for a second. And again, another opportunity. Let's check in with our inside. We kind of typically are relating to the outside world, and we don't often take a moment to see how it's hitting on the inside, what's feeling good or not. And even just noticing now, maybe you notice a difference from the beginning of class to even just after a few moves. Maybe you're noticing your breathing a little slower, a little more relaxed. Let's do spinal cord breathing. Inhale and expand the chest, and exhale and close the chest. Make a C curve with your back. Inhale. So also with Chinese philosophy, probably all of you've seen the yin yang symbol. And from one splits two, and then from two splits, they call it the 3,000 things. Everything in society starts with one and splits into opposites. So even the opposites have bits of the original in it and bits of each other in it. A lot of our class, we move in kind of these opposites, and that creates also a magnetic pole to help the energy move again. Okay. How about, let's see, what clearing one? Let's do Tiger Clears the Way. And this one, again, you can do it as small or as big as you want. This is a nice gentle way to do it. Bouncing into your knees, you inhale and exhale. I always think of it too like you're safe, like the umpire, safe, right? And then it is one way to kind of release tension. So if you're feeling good, you can make your bounce a little bigger, maybe speed it up. And you can exhale out the mouth again, releasing. And then you can even, if you want, come up on your toes and then let your heels kind of slam into the floor for a little bit of bone health, the impact traveling up your body into your bones. You can pick which one is right for you today. Three, two, one. All right. You can shake out your feet a little bit. I keep looking up there like, nope. Okay. This one, let's do part the horse's mane, and we'll do it a little different. It's like a stretch one. So we Our hands come out. So this is your left hand. Your right hand's by your hip. So you mirror me. And your hand's like right in front of you. Not too much out here. Okay, then we're going to do something. So get on your left heel and twist your toes to that wall. And then we're going to do a little back bend with that. An inhale. And then come back up. Get on your left heel, bring your toes back to the middle. The hand's still up high. Bring it down. Switch sides. So now your left hand's out in front, right hand's by your hip. And then get on your right heel. Rotate your toes to that wall. And then now lean back, do a little back bend. Reach your bottom arm down. Then come back up on your heel. Come back. Bring your hand down. Out. So now your left hand's out, right hand's by your hip. Get on your left heel, rotate your left toe to that wall, and reach back. Inhale, and then exhale. And then come back to the middle. Come down and out, over. And we reach back and we inhale to get a good stretch in our ribs. And then come back up. There's intercostal muscles in between your ribs, and those get tight. And then it makes it harder to breathe. And air is like one of the biggest contributors, oxygen to chi, to energy. So we want our lungs to be good and strong. Clear out congestion. All right. Like that one. That's a fun new one, huh? Okay. Then sometimes there's a lot of different tea moves. And the tea moves they call it the teacups because you imagine you have teacups in your hand and you're trying not to spill the tea, right? So it's a little bit challenging sometimes because this one is called Dragon Serves the Tea. And we try to keep your palms up. And then inhale, we're going to come up through the middle. And so this is a good leg strengthening because we kind of come into the lunge and then push back into the middle when we go. And you could do it stepping. Again, all these you can really modify it to do easy. Yeah, luckily it's invisible tea, no stains. Right? Doesn't burn us if we spill it on us, huh? All right. You can just come from side to side. Inhale through the middle. Exhale. So that's the last one. All right. Add a little flair. All right. Shake that out. Okay. If you have any left, you can have a little. Now let's shake it out. Yeah, that's what we need. So let's shake. And you know what? We'll do all the sounds for the whole body system, the healing sounds. So we're just going to be shaking. So it's kind of like when you had a little baby, you're comforting, you just kind of bounce into your knees and let that travel up your body. Relax behind your shoulder blades and your neck. Let your head relax. And we're going to take an inhale, and the first sound we'll make is for the lungs, and it's T with a bunch of S's, so you go, tss, okay? So we'll inhale, And then, and we'll do it again. Inhale. And then the kidneys is chew. Chew. Liver is heart is ha. Ha. Spleen stomach is like fogging a mirror, like the last triple warmers overall is he. He. And we'll slow it down and kick out your feet if you want to. And then again, check out your body, how your body feels. Maybe notice some tingling in your fingertips. As we release our tension, then the energy can flow through our body. So sometimes we're tired is because we're holding so much tension, and that's like a traffic jam. So this practice kind of helps you learn to relax your muscles, relax your body. And as the more energy flows all throughout your body, you'll notice like healing and strength and a feeling of wellness. And it's such a gentle practice, but it makes an impact. Just check in how you feel. And we'll do open the flow just to kind of practice again a way of moving where we're trying to find the least amount of effort, the least amount of muscles that we have to do to make the movement. So our feet are flat. We're going to line up with gravity. We're going to line our skeleton up with gravity. So feet are flat and maybe toes spread out if you can. And you try to notice if you have a tendency your knees are caving in or out or your ankles. See if you can feel that pulled up. Hips over the heels. Relax your lower back. And then your shoulders over your hips. And then feel like a hook's in the crown of your head being pulled up. So your chin tucks back and in. And you kind of can feel like almost like your vertebrae are like pearls on a string. And they got some space in between them as you lengthen. And then your arms are like you're on a hanger. So your arms can just be like the sleeves of your shirt. You can feel them relaxed. And then maybe notice, maybe you have some tension. I used to kind of always pull this hand out. What if you just try to notice if you have something kind of tensed up in your body that you can let go of. Take a nice deep breath in. And for open the flow, you might imagine too, like you have little hooks on your wrists. So when you inhale, like someone's just pulling your hands up and just about shoulder height, not too high. And then exhale, they come down. See if you can move with your breath too. Inhale, nice and slow. And then exhale. And maybe notice the pause, like the pause of the exhale. Then inhale. Top of the inhale, pause. Then exhale. Maybe see if you can go a little slower. Let's open the flow to 6 directions. So you inhale up and you kind of just bend your elbows and your hands come closer, and then you push out. And then you inhale back in, and then you exhale out to the side. And then you inhale back in, and then you exhale down. And inhale up. Bring it in towards your chest. Exhale. Then inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then maybe notice like the universe is spreading out in all directions from where we are right here now. Just imagine yourself at the center of the universe. When your hands are out here to the side, just pause for a second. And like also there's all these energy fields around us. So maybe like your hands are like magnets. Just let them be like bait. And slowly pull that energy into your field. Bring it through your body. And you can imagine like bringing in positive energy towards yourself, whatever it is you might feel like you need more of or want more of. Why don't you let your hands kind of coax that energy and bring it into your body. And even imagine a bubble of energy around you. So pay attention to the energy that's behind you as well. Kind of broaden your awareness. And this last one will just embrace a chi ball right in front of your lower belly, your lower dantian. Just inhale and exhale and kind of squish and then pull apart. And just pay attention. Maybe notice your fingers. See if you notice a tingling in your fingers. You may or may not. We are working on developing our awareness of how our energy feels in our body. And so sometimes that takes time to develop that. And we'll bring our feet closer together and put your left hand under your belly button, and the right hand comes out to the side on an inhale and exhale. And as we're going down, let the other hand come up, kind of like we're mixing the energy, all that energy we brought in. Just mixing it together. And then we'll just hold for a second. So your left hand hopefully is in the air, right hand's facing the earth. So your palm, the top palm's facing the universe. So that's the yang energy, bottom hand's facing the yin energy. And now we'll reverse. So the left hand's coming down, right hand's coming up. And now your left hand, right hand's facing the universe, left hand, left palm facing the earth. And just kind of feel the energy. Welcome those two energies. Take your bottom hand by your belly button and bring your top hand down. Interlock your thumbs and put it over your belly button. And this final move is called Bamboo in the Wind. And what you do is try to is let go as much as you can and feel how the energy moves you. So instead of having so much control, let go and notice your body rock and sway. And try not to interfere with it. Just like you let your heart beat, let your body rock and sway with its own divine intelligence, its own wisdom. And just breathe and enjoy it. We come back to the middle. And thank you so much for coming today. Yeah. All right. Yay. Oh, yeah. Yeah.